Okay, so thank you very much. Good morning, good evening, and good day. This is the Shinichi Nakasuka from University of Tokyo. Today, I'd like to show the one vision of what the UNISEC-Global can do in the future. So space capacity building for sustainable world. And first, I'd like to say that there are many global problems on the Earth, like global warming, wildfire, and so on, and the situation seems to be getting worse. On the other hand, we have a UNISEC global community. We started this activity in 2013, and we already have 23 local chapters, 57 points of contact, and this number is growing very rapidly. And today, we'd like to welcome new local chapters, UNISEC Kazakhstan and UNISEC Colombia. We have overall vision 2030. By the end of 2030, let's create a world where university students can participate in the practical space project in all countries and regions. So the question is, what can we do when we achieve the goal in 2030 as a UNISEC global community? How the UNISEC could contribute to solving the global problems? Maybe the global problem on the Earth or Earth dynamics, which may be the basis of such programs, can be monitored by nanosatellite constellation operated by many countries. And various data obtained in these constellations will be shared among those who need them. I think the university would be a very good place to develop such kind of the large number of constellations, because universities can work for even non-profit satellite, and universities have fresh students every year who want to train themselves by developing satellite. That means education and developing satellite can go together. And UNISEC universities can continue monitoring the programs for 10 years or so, if we decide. That means that people may change, but the universities will remain. So we can do such kind of long sustainable activities. What are needed for successful constellation mission? Issues to be considered will include system integration, reliable data, analysis method, finance, legal matter, and so on. And also we need efficient, effective people, capable engineers, committed scientists, peer specialists, and so on. But in order to create this kind of people and the activities, maybe education would be indispensable. As you know, the UNISEC Global has been doing a lot of educational activities. One event is a mission idea contest. And now we are preparing for the mission idea contest ACE. And that will be held in the next year. And this year, we will have a pre-MIC 8 workshop will be held in Istanbul on this October. And the abstract submission and notification date is listed here. The requirements for MIC 8 looks like this. The mission is carried out by multiple satellites made out of 6 CubeSat or smaller. The number of satellites can be arbitrary as long as it is larger than 1. So more than 1 satellite should be utilized. And the mission has clear benefits of having multiple satellites in orbit at the same time. And the constellation missions and formation flying FF missions are both encouraged. So please consider participation of this mission idea contest 8. So let me consider the rationale of the Vision 2030. Every country, region needs experts in space field who can guide at least what kind of space-related components or COTS part can be used for space systems, and how to develop systems which can work in space environment. Not only buying a component from website and fabricated it, but also this kind of high level or more detailed level satellite development would be very important. And we need expert in space field in order to do it. And the key principle of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development in the UN, no one will be left behind. And the gaps between spacefaring countries and non-spacefaring countries can be reduced in the field of human resource development relatively easily if spacefaring countries support. And maybe the UNISEC-Global would be a very good framework where this kind of the spacefaring countries can support non-spacefaring countries. How to sustain and step up space programs or project. Maybe your local chapter already established in many countries can be a center of training in your region and a member of global conservation mission. Maybe joining the training program, that would be easy because UNISEC-Global provide many such kind of activities. And launching the first CubeSat, that is also not difficult because as George said, J-Cube, Kibo Cube, or BIRDS project already exist. But we would like to do it more. More complicated mission would be, the second next stage, very important things. And maybe we can do that by joining conservation mission. So we should discuss how, what, who, how much, and why. Is it worth for your efforts? So this kind of the things should be discussed with the UNISEC-Global framework. And the activities, educational training activities should be carefully designed from the beginning so that they can continue for a long time. Such kind of the sustainable planning is very much important. So every time the money matters, we should consider who should pay for your local chapter activities. Maybe so you should search for the governmental funding in your country, working with the space agency or maybe the higher education, science and technology division in your country may provide some support money. And support from industry is another option. Corporate social responsibility, that is companies role will provide some money, or collaborative research with private industry may provide money. And academic-related funds may include fundraising as UNISEC-Global chapter to your government and provide professional training. And the government, academia, and industry will be three very important places where you can get the fund from. Finally, I'd like to show the ecosystem model of university space activities. If we have a good education at the universities, that will create a strong and sustainable motivation, and excellent education tool will be required, and then well-educated and motivated students appear. And then new space business, new space project, and government awareness gets increased, and that attract more resources and support. And this kind of the ecosystem, this is a cycle activity. Ecosystem is very important. And it may happen that the space education startup may appear in your country. And that will provide a position, job fund, and so on. So please consider to create this kind of ecosystem in your country. So finally, I'd like to give you the message. Let's make it happen together from 0 to 1, then step by step. And in the next presentation, from 0 to 1 activity, that is a heptasat training. Maybe that with a very important first step training to develop a satellite will be presented by Professor Yamazaki. So this is the end of my talk. Thank you very much.